Hello people of Earth and welcome to QuicksaveTV. My name's Mike and today we are going to continue the playthrough of Legend of Grimrock. Now, okay, we stopped with the statue which asks us essentially to heal its sight, and we're just gonna go ahead and continue with our mission. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Essentially, I wanted to tell you, like, as you're watching it, I will assume that you're interested in my channel, somehow. Now, if you're one of the subscribers, and you're aware with the whole, how to put it, I don't even know how to put it better. I'm trying essentially to, I would like to make gameplay videos, in essentially with the, you know, playing the game and giving a commentary. For fuck's sake, what's so difficult to say? Okay, essentially that's what I wanted to do, but the thing is that not all the companies allow people such as myself, people on YouTube, to monetize videos in this fashion. You know, to put advertisements next to them, blah blah blah, things you don't necessarily care about, but if you do know about it, you would understand. Now, the reason behind this, behind me being cautious with these things, is not just because I will not necessarily get paid for such things, but also because there is no, it's unclear for me whether or not fair use actually protects me as a commentator on computer games. I mean, I see many people doing it, but I just assume just because they're big, they would make an exception for them, right? I'm not a big YouTuber, right? I'm just you would call me a starter, the average guy. I'm here for a while, for over half a year, but hardly is it something super impressive. I mean, if you compare me with people who do Call of Duty or StarCraft 2 professionally, I mean, for many, not even days, for years now, working on their channels, it's not a valid comparison, right? But the thing is that I would also like to grow to this level eventually, and with you great people, you know, watching me regularly and supporting me and telling your friends about me, it gets me closer and closer to this final goal, you know, to this fitted end. But I'm trying to make sure that from legal point of view, I'm alright, you know, that I'm fine, that I will be fine from the legal point of view and there will be no problem, which I'm not really sure of as of now. I mean, I'm trying to get all the allowances from the respectful companies, right? The ones that own the rights for the game. But so far, I've been able to only get allowances from small companies or companies, indie developers. I got allowances from Bit Composer. I got allowances from WRF Studios. I got allowance from how is it called? Wait a second, Almost Human Games. So you see, it's essentially, you know, these small developers which are very eager to get any support, any coverage on YouTube whatsoever. That's the way I just understand it. Other companies are not so eager about it, and they're just not so willing to give the rights to people such as myself to make videos. And it's not even about just monetizing. Some companies are directly strict against all kinds of video content, and essentially what it might be at the end for me, what might happen is that I'm gonna go to court with them, and it's gonna be very fun. I'm gonna bring you pictures and everything, you know, take cookies, offer to the judge and people listening to the case, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, I guess. I mean, what can go wrong with going to court with one of the gigantic companies which obviously have much more resources than I do? I'm just a little human being trying to make a living. I mean, you know, obvious stuff. Just meant to tell this for you. Why? Because from my perspective, there are some people who suggest me, oh, why don't you do a playthrough of Mass Effect 3, right? Why don't you play Mass Effect 3? And I'm kind of like, I would love to, but I haven't received, you know, an allowance, and I'm not sure that EA would let me do that, because I've seen actually there was a person who was making the playthrough Let's Plays, essentially with commentary and etc, blah blah blah, but he had his account terminated, and I would not like it to happen to me, because I'm here to stay. I'm not here for 5 minutes. I'm here to develop and improve my channel, to gather the audience. I'm talking about you guys. Yes, I'm talking about you. To gather my audience, to accumulate you people, you know, with me, and I'm not planning to go away anywhere. I'm not here for 5 minutes. I've been here for 6 months by now, and I'm not planning to go anywhere. I'm still trying to make high quality tutorials, and I think I'm fine so far. I've been developing some other types of tutorials, let's put it simple. Not everybody likes them. Some people outright said that they don't like the daily series. But I understand them. I understand them in a way. It's not tightly focused, you know, a tutorial type. It's more of like going around for a specific topic for a lot of time in order to get maximum information, which is not, it's not like essential information to know. It's more of a specific tactics, tips and strategies for people who are already in depth in that. Again, I could have organized it better, but I felt, why don't I try to make a daily? Oh, actually, the dailies didn't stop yet. I plan to do them until daily 7, which is gonna be on, hopefully I'm gonna make it on Monday. Right now we're gonna go ahead and a little bit, sleep a little bit, and once I make a daily on Monday, then I will seriously consider, should I continue making dailies? I wanted to make how do you call a survey, and I didn't really start yet, you know, and you probably, not all of the subscribers who are interested in Skyrim will see, if right now I'm talking about it in a Legend of Grimrock video. I'm not sure anybody will I'm sure that some of you people, some of you guys will hear it from me right now, right, and will pay attention, but not everybody's here, right? I would like to have much more feedback, with gigantic feedback. Most of the people are positive about QuickSave Daily. Some people outright didn't like it, and I understand their reasoning. And so I'm trying to figure out whether it's actually a good idea to make something like QuickSave Daily. Is it actually a good idea, and can I pull it out? And then the other question arises is whether or not it's actually useful, QuickSave Daily, because it's heavily inspired by Daemon. You know him. If you don't know him, you should probably check his channel. It's very interesting content about StarCraft 2, and it's probably the best educational content about StarCraft 2. I mean, hands down, that's what it is. I mean, whether you agree with that or not, you cannot deny that his influence on the StarCraft community is just gigantic. He's just great. That's it. Okay, screw these letters, we're not gonna read this stuff. We're just gonna continue on our way. Tadamish, use the stone. We're gonna mark it on our map, because I like to mark useless information on the map. It makes me somehow calm. Okay, cool. Great. Feeling like a boss in a dungeon. Started to make some Call of Duty coverage. In what sense? Essentially just made some tutorials, in total 4 tutorials. There's more tutorials on the way once I finish with Special Ops. Essentially right now I'm working on the M4A1 tutorial, and still never finished the Death Knight, which feels kind of... I'm nearly ready to talk about it. I'm kind of ready to talk about it, but I wanted to make a very interesting, very cool intro, and what I want to do is not necessarily what I will be able to do, because, you know, when you brainstorm about these ideas, what would you like to do? The Ravager class was essentially my first tryout and such, you know, story-driven character. It was a story of a character of essentially a Breton who got entangled into what happened during the Markarth incident. Okay, it was really unusual. I'm not sure. I don't think anybody else did it. At least I didn't see. Right? And I'm not sure it was the best. It wasn't the best. It was essentially the character walking, a bunch of death animations, and just some effects, and that was it. But it was a unique experience for me in a way that I never made such a complex story-driven character before. I mean, I really felt the character this time. This time I made it. And now when I'm trying to make a Death Knight video, I would like to take it even further. But I really don't know if I will be able to do that. First of all, there are several characters which I would like to make, but oh gosh, it's just really difficult. All right, just it's really difficult, and I don't know whether or not I will be able to do that. But I'm trying to see whether or not it will work out. If it doesn't, it just doesn't. Right? It's just not gonna. I'm gonna simplify it. I'm gonna most probably simplify it. It's just right now thoughts aloud, because nothing else. You know, it's not even decided. I'm still working on the concept of this. Because the character as such, the class, the class is ready. I can make the tutorial right now and it will be done. It will be fun and I will be satisfied with the content. Because I experienced and tested a lot of stuff and tested for a relatively reasonable amount of time. Even more than the Ravager because of the QuickSave Daily. Because for QuickSave Daily I was getting some footage, and this footage was essentially filmed by playing the Death Knight. right? So it was essentially the footage of playing Death Knight, very simple as that. Because of that, the playtime for the Death Knight was quite extensive. And I'm pretty confident right now that I can make a tutorial, but the introduction, the most important thing for me, in all honesty, don't think I'm an idiot or anything. I hope you don't feel this way, because it might sound like this. I mean, like, oh, you have the tutorial already, you know, you're like bothering about the, you know, introduction, which nobody cares about. I do care about that. I would like you to have a story-driven character to play. I mean, right now Skyrim is not the freshest game. Right now, many people play Skyrim, but you would be surprised. A lot of people who actually watch me and from whom I receive the feedback, they're not actually as interested in Skyrim, they're just interested to listen to my ideas, to the people who watch me at least, you know. So that essentially means that only diehards, hardcore fans of Skyrim, like it was with me in Oblivion, play right now Skyrim, not many other people. Which means that in order to get those people back and get them something that would be really interesting, I'm so stuck here, something that would be really interesting, I would have to make a really high quality and unusual content, which is a story-driven class presentation. It's really cool and unusual, and I'm just trying to take it a step further, right? I'm not sure how it's gonna go, I'm trying to experiment on it and blah blah blah, and it's just, you know, me rambling about all this stuff. I will continue with this series of Grimrock playthrough and just slowly upload new videos like as we continue during the week, so that you have something to watch from me as I work on more major works. I don't consider this work minor, of course, but it's just easier to make. I don't need to do anything. I'm just playing right now and giving you a live commentary, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this commentary and the video, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel in order to support my work and get notified when new content becomes available. I thank you so much for watching, come back for more content, and bye bye.